Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 7, Episode 5 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we're facing Ruthin, newly promoted Ruthin in the Welsh Premier League, and then we host Ajax in a must-win game in the Champions League group stages. But before we get to any of that, go and have a look at what Chris Venables and the under-19s have done. They've only gone and beaten Real Madrid. Absolutely wonderful stuff, went toe-to-toe with them as well. Now, caveat to this is that we put out a very, very strong under-19 side. Anybody who's eligible played. So KDH, he played, as did Professor McGonigal, who's been a first-team player this year, as did Curtis Owen, who's been a first-team player for a season or two now. Kian Peters, he was going up top. So we did put out a strong team with a lot of first-team players, just because I really want to see, how we can go in this. And yeah, excellent stuff. 3-2, and the 2 goals for them came late. You could argue that could or should have been a more comfortable win. But there we go. That was excellent stuff. Now, before we get to today's games, one game to catch you up on. That was a Welsh League Cup third round tie against Airbus UK. Ryan Burke opened the scoring from the spot. Ruben Ferguson played in Adam Maurice for our second. Before the roles were reversed moments later. And Connor Gosney got a fourth before half-time. Burke added a second penalty. And Ewan Dixon picked out Adam Maurice for our sixth. So as comfortable as you like, as ever in the Cups, not as ever, but this season in the Cups, we're putting out the full-strength team because we're not going to stuff around and have sort of silly games where we get knocked out of a cup. So we went more or less full strength, and we absolutely ripped them to shreds. They went down to 10 men, but the game was already over well and truly before that. Burke with 2 penalties, Maurice with 2, Ferguson with a goal, and Connor Gosney with 1 as well. You can see we absolutely smashed them. It was unfair. I shouldn't have gone so strong as it turns out, but there we go. We have got our quarterfinal draw, and it's a tough one, relatively speaking. It's away to the New Saints, so that is going to be an interesting game, and we play them in the league sort of that weekend too. So nice sort of run of fixtures we have coming up there shortly, but first of all, here we go up against Ruthin. A quick refresher of the league table, and you can see that it says that we're down there in third. We're 7 points off top with 4 games in hand, so we're still in a really, really good position, but we don't want to make a habit of dropping points. This is the team that we're sending out. Ruthin, you can see they are in 8th. They got off to a really, really good start, but you can see just recently their form is tailing off. So we played them 3 times. I think they maybe a cup game at the start of this season, but otherwise they must have been friendlies. They were previously an affiliate club of ours. They're a Todorov coached team. Now, I remember him as a player at Portsmouth and West Ham, but he's done a really, really good job. You can see man management and motivating, he's quite good. So that's no doubt how he's got them up to where they are. They're a balanced passing playing style. If we have a look here, this is the formation we're expecting. And you can see they do tend to come through the middle a bit more than anywhere else. The positional heat map is there. Looks like they do sit deep. Passing network and their key passes there as well. And this is the team that we're sending out. Now, as ever, we have an eye on the European game, and we're using the league to develop youngsters. So Riemann Miles goes in goal. Mullenstein, Reece Williams, KDH, and Jenkins are the back 4. Owen and McGonigal, fresh from their Real Madrid victories, of course. They go in midfield. It's Connolly, McVeigh, and Sean Davies, the young left winger. They go in behind goal-scoring extraordinaire in the league, Damien Allmark. He's up there to lead the line for us at the ripe old age of 21. We do have Ap Gareth on the bench. He's just coming back to fitness, so we might try and get him on the field at some point as well. Gomez has challenged to pick up where they left off. What do we want to say to this? Just go out there, keep the run going, boys. And yeah, I mean, this is one of these games, as most games are in the league, we really should be winning. And here we go. So it would be interesting to see exactly how we go here. It's one of these, the league, it's kind of a bit of a hiding to nothing in that most games we kind of expect to win now. And even so, some of the youngsters like Curtis Owen, I mean, he's nowhere near good enough for... good tackle there by Mullenstein. Nowhere near good enough for Europe yet, but he's almost already too good for the league, and he's only been playing in the league team sort of for a season or two. McVeigh now, what can he do? McVeigh, he unloads, and just wide of the post. So yeah, it's just a little bit of a strange situation. But it's like I said for last season, I'm willing to sort of sacrifice the not having a perfect season. Connolly's done really well. They're not quite sure why he's winning a tackle over on the left, but it's fine. Here we go, Callum Connolly. Come on, Connolly, no, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Now that might be one of our goalkeepers, I think. Dan Gami. Yeah, he came through our academy. Is there any other names there we recognise? I think there is one or two, actually. Mullenstein into McVeigh, back to Mullenstein, cross in, Allmark's there, nods it down for Davies. The young winger sticks it away, first goal of the season for him. Allmark doing exactly what we want him to do, just being that calm head up top, laid it off to the winger, and Sean Davies smashes in a first goal after 10 minutes. Good ball in from Mullenstein. Allmark, composure personified, and goalkeeper, that's why he's no longer at the club, basically. Not good enough. He was at our club as well, I think, that midfielder. McGonigal now with a ball in. It's there. It's found its way through to Rhys Williams, and there's a foul in there somewhere. It looks like it's been given. KDH is getting a lot of the credit there. He seemed to, someone was a wrecking ball coming through here. It seemed to knock, it was KDH, just kind of knock everybody off the ball. He was determined to get there. He couldn't. Rhys Williams could, and it's 2-0. Now, yeah, this guy came through our academy as well. Is there any other names there? This guy as well, the left winger, he came through our academy. So there's three of them. 3 ex-Bala players in their team. McGonigal, ball in. Williams is there again, this time over the bar. We'll just demand a little bit more. Rhys Williams is playing basically because he's not particularly good enough for Europe right now anymore, and also because we've promised him first team football, so we'll just play him any sort of domestic game that's not in Europe right now. Decent tackle there. McGonigal picks up the loose ball though. Owen has it, back for the Professor. There for KDH. What can he do? Finds Jay Jenkins. The coaches and staff and scouts, they still say Jay Jenkins is going to become a very good player. I'm becoming less and less confident at that. He's not good enough technically, certainly in the defensive stats. Anyway, McVeigh comes forward, finds Davies. Davies unleashes another one. Good save from the goalkeeper on that occasion, and he keeps the score at 2. Now with the corner, it's going to be the Professor to knock it in. Decent. It's headed away though. Connolly should be there to pick that up. Now can he get down the wing and get another cross in from the other side? He can. It's a decent ball. It's well defended, to be fair. And it's going to be yet another corner. Here we go, the Professor knocks it in. KD, oh, it's down, it's bouncing around. Oh, Rhys Williams, you've missed a sitter, mate. Unbelievable. It doesn't particularly matter. The complacency is, I mean, it's an issue with the coach, never mind the players in the league. It's just like a Sunday afternoon now. I feel like I should be sitting here with a beer while I'm managing the team. Like, it's just complacency central, really. But, yeah, it is what it is. Rhys Williams in there for the Professor. There for McVeigh. Good ball for Allmark. Can Allmark stick his chance away? No, he cannot. And Callum Connolly decides the best thing to do there is put it out for a goal kick. Interesting decision. But there we go. A comfortable 2-0 lead at the break. A really, really good first 45 from us, to be fair. Let's give it an assertive, don't get complacent. It is just 2, so we could, in theory, concede 1 and then fall in a heap. Who's not playing well there? Callum Connolly only playing a 6.5. Maybe a little bit more from you, please. Otherwise, it's not too bad. We do, as always, we have youngsters on the bench. I wouldn't mind giving Ap Gareth a run out, particularly if Connolly's not having his best game. It might be a good opportunity to do that. Maybe on the hour mark. I don't want to give him too much time, just because his match sharpness is way, way down. So here we go with Connolly. What can he do? Can he get himself a goal? Oh, he's just over the bar. And that might be the last we see of Connolly today. Goal kick, we've come straight back for it. Garmy knocks it forward. Headed down there by Jenkins for Connolly. McVeigh picks it up. Can he pick out a run of Allmark? Tackled away. And is it going to come back the other? I really would like a third goal just to make sort of double sure of this. Headed down there by Rhys Williams. Well done to McVeigh. Over there looking for Davies. He finds him. Can he get a ball into the box? We've got men getting forward. It's Allmark. Oh, Allmark. Decent shot blocked. And the follow-up cross is clean by the goalkeeper. All right, let's get Ap Gareth on for Connolly. Just not Connolly's day today. He's a young player. He's still getting better. He's still learning, still improving. But as I said, today's just not his day. And is there anything else you want to do? Not right now. So we'll leave it at that. Let's give it some praise, maybe. See if we can just get this third goal, please, boys. No, no one's listening. Okay. Mullenstein's not having the best game on the left, so it might be a good opportunity to get Malone, the other young left back, on. Give him 10-15 minutes at the end. Here we go with Jenkins getting forward. What's he going to do? We've got a load of space inside. It's eventually found its way to Ap Gareth. Good to say his name again, isn't it? Good ball over there too for Davies. Can he get a cross in for Allmark? It's blocked away. He gets back. Can he win it back? Oh, he can. He's done really, really well there. Sean Davies into McVeigh. Can McVeigh find Allmark in the middle? McVeigh goes into the box. Oh, it's a Stonewall penalty. And he just might pick himself up and take it as well. I don't know who the taker is going to be. It's Bohana, the ex-Bala Youth Academy product that has given away the free kick. It's going to be Jay Jenkins. Jay Jenkins sticks it down the middle. The right back has himself a goal. And a first of the season it is as well. Excellent stuff. Well, I mean, we just saw the penalty, didn't we? We don't need to necessarily have a big debrief about it. But good, just waited for the keeper to move, sent it the other way. And on that note, at 3-0, I feel a little bit more comfortable. And we might bring on Robert Malone to play at left back. And we might leave it at that, I think. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Jay Jenkins, this is the guy. He's just not quite... Mentally, he's quite good. Physically, he's fine. Just technically, I'm not sure he's ever going to make it. So, it's one of those, if we can find another... If we could sign Grant, ideally, that would be great. The guy we have on loan right now from Manchester United. I would give him more game time. But as long as he's just on loan, I'd rather develop the guy that's ours kind of thing. So, we'll wait and see what happens there. But like I say, the scouts still say he's sort of 3.5, 4-star potential. So, as long as that's the case, I don't want to give up on him. I just don't see it. I mean, he's never going to be an attacking fullback with the dribbling and crossing of 4. But, you know, defensively, he could be okay. But maybe mentally he's going to be his strength, and we'll get to the point where we need more than that. He'll probably be one of these players that'll always be fine for the Welsh League, but never quite be able to make the step up for us. But you know what? We need players that can play in the league as well, don't we? So that's fine. We need the squad players. I'm going to say, don't let that go to your heads, boys, but that was quite good. So there we go, comfortable as you like. A few of the others, a few of the old boys come back and suffer defeat, but that's going to happen when you come back and play Bala Town. McGonigal, again, quite impressive. To be honest, I didn't think McGonigal was going to make it. I kind of gave him a call up because he was sort of just about at a level where he might turn into a decent player for us. I thought maybe a box-to-box midfielder, and he's come in, and look at this, 7.76 over four starts and a sub-appearance, 4 assists and a goal. He's been absolutely just revolutionary. He's done a really, really good job. So there we go, Bala smash Ruthin as run goes on. That's 9 games won in a row now. We'll be right back, though, for a much tougher test in Europe as we host Ajax. Okay, welcome back. We are about to face Ajax, and that was in Wales. It's not necessarily at our home ground. It's at the racecourse ground in Wrexham. Other result in the group, you can see already, Real Madrid have beaten Lazio 3-1 in Lazio. So that makes our 3-0 in Madrid not look so bad after all, doesn't it? But let's see what we're up against here. The Ajax are the favourites. You would expect that. I don't have the Dutch. I did load up a bunch of other leagues, not the Dutch one though. You can see our form is deep. Well, it's good apart from that Real Madrid game. We don't know too much about them. They have an avatar playing for them apparently, so that might be unfair. But this is a team that we're sending out. So this is not teams. This is what we're expecting from them. A similar sort of formation, maybe with a number 10, sort of more the way that we play typically than this. But this was against Lazio. They 1-1 draw. You can see they do play high up the pitch. Maybe we can get down the sides of them, get in behind them. We'll certainly be looking to do just that. And this is the team that we are sending out. We've basically given up... words, Aussie villain, words. We've given up with the number 10. Because Dixon wasn't in the game last time in any case. I think there was a few occasions where not having a DM will cost us. So we're going to go with Rima Miles in goal. Burke, Swift, Gosney and Sears. That's unchanged. Now we don't... Ideally, it would be Lowry that would come in and play in that sort of DM role for us. So he's injured. So we're going to give the game to Topley. Now there's nothing about him that suggests he can't do it. If we look at him here... He can play in midfield, he can play in defence. I'm just asking him to go and sit in the middle and do a little bit of both. So hopefully that'll work out okay for us. But he's a good player, and hopefully we'll see a benefit from that. York and Murphy go in midfield. Duffy, Thomas and Maurice go down the wings. Ferguson comes in to play a deep lying forward role in this one, just to kind of hopefully drop back in, play everybody else into the game, and hopefully, as I said, we'll get some goals. Alright, here we go. They are coming out a little bit more defensively perhaps than I had anticipated, but that's okay. Eden Hazard plays for them. Now, he'd be getting on a little bit now, wouldn't he? Okay, so he's still a very good player, just physically not what he was, but that's... wish I hadn't seen that, to be honest. We would have found out sooner or later. A couple of other names that are there. De Vrij, Lindelof. Is that Engel Gomez? Andres Gomez. Okay, so that's the guy at Everton right now, isn't it? But anyway, there's familiar names there. Terrafico at left back. He's at their club right now in real life, isn't he? Charlton to pick up where they left off. I'm going to say we've got nothing to lose here. Let's show everyone else what we're capable of. I think so. I mean, really, we've exceeded expectations getting into the group stage. Anything from here is kind of a bonus. And here we go. I mean, Topley's a little bit of a risk, but there was nobody else that could really play that role. The other thing Topley does give us, of course, is with his jumping reach, is hopefully not just a threat from an attacking set piece, but also when we're defending them, we'll see a benefit of him being back there for that as well. So far, so good. Duffield Thomas's condition a little bit lower than we ideally like. Essentially, we're playing the same way with just positive instead of attacking. And it's more or less just a little bit safety first in the case of having that DM in there. We've still got our lines compact in together. I should just show you, actually. It's easier. We're going to look to play into space just because they will high up the pitch. We might get rid of that soon. Play for set pieces because that gives us a bit more of a threat, I think. And yeah, just high up the pitch, lines together. Try and make them do what they don't want to do and lump one over our heads. That is the basic plan we have here. And I tell you what, as we come towards half-time, not a classic in terms of highlights, but we didn't see anything from them. Now, that begs the question, do we try and have a go at them second half, given that it is the home leg? And if we do want to try and get out of the group, ideally we need to win this. Gomez says encourage the team. I'm going to say I'm not pleased with that. Those match ratings aren't fantastic. We've got Ferguson up there on a booking, which isn't ideal. Swifty, got faith in you, mate. Let's maybe look to be just a little bit more ambitious here, shall we? I'm going to take it off, pass the ball into space, I think. Let's leave it at that for now, though. Just see if we try taking it off, pass ball into space, if we do see any sort of benefit in terms of balls going to feet and highlights as a result. I am very, very tempted here, though, to stick in that number 10. Let's try and demand more. I think if... Alright, so it's not particularly working with the deep lying forward. So let's try him as a pressing forward up there. See if that gives us any luck. We're not particularly... Here we go, highlight. It's a Bala Town throw. Now, it looks like we're at the wrong end. Topley back for Sears. What can Sears do? Goes back for Gosney. Just get rid, boys. Again, if we're going to get beaten, just don't do something stupid to get beaten. Here we go, Sam York. We are looking okay here, playing it out from the back. This is more than we saw us. This is all the possession we had against Real Madrid, I think. Sam York picks up possession again. Back to Burke. Burke running down a narrow alley there, but he goes past his man. Can he get across into the box? Come on, boys. Come on. We're going to end in heartbreak. They're going to nick it and score, aren't they? It's what always seems to happen in Europe. Topley. Murphy with the ball. There's a good ball for Maurice. Can he get across into the box? He gets into the box. Adam Maurice. Oh, it's a shot. It's a shot in the Champions League. We'll take it. Oh, it was looking a little bit better than that for a while there, though, wasn't it? Come on, boys. Get creative. Thomas is having a poor game out there. I'm going to be probably stupid here and say that... What do we do? Again, we haven't really created anything, have we? Let's not die wondering here. How do we do this? Ferguson could play out there, couldn't he? Alright, so let's take Thomas off. No, that doesn't fix the problem, does it? What do we want to do here? Okay, you know what we can do? This is what we can do. We can just stick Murphy forward, bring Topley forward as well. And everybody just kind of stays the same. We'll bring Connolly on for... we'll bring Connolly on for Thomas, even though Thomas is a better player. He's not having a good day. And Maurice, again, the wingers haven't had a good day, either of them. Okay, let's try exploit... Okay, hang on. Maybe I'll just edit this out. Let's keep that. Let's try getting it out there and working the ball into the box, perhaps. Try and create one or two good chances if we can. Are we going to pay the price of opening up a little bit here at the end? Let's show some passion, boys. Come on. A nervous-looking striker is not really much use to anybody, so let's take him off. Let's get Casey on. Just an advanced forward. We just want someone up there to stick away a chance if we can create it. Come on, boys. It's looking like a really, really good point. We've only seen the one highlight in the game. It's a shame. It's a shame that we couldn't have nicked the goal there, but we've made their defense play well. We didn't really create too much, but what we did do is look quite solid at the back, if I don't say so myself. We'll say you've done a lot of people wrong avoiding defeat. So youthful Bala Town draw with Ajax, big money in the bank. We'll have some of that, and that's decent, I think. It gives us a chance. We haven't gone through the group without getting anything, so that's nice. That's sort of my main goal every season. If we can keep defending like that, you do wonder if we can sneak a win somewhere. If this is going to be a group of 3 battling out for second in the group, and just maybe we can nick in there, but we don't look like scoring right now, and that's the big problem, isn't it? But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back next time for a little bit of a play to go through here. But what we'll do is we'll come back for Carnarvon in the league, and then away to Lazio. We go to the Olimpico, and let's see if we defend like we did against Ajax, maybe we're a chance of a point there. Take care.